The Thinite nobles still struggle to unite the lands of the Nile under one supreme ruler. To aid them in their cause, it is hoped that you will endeavor to establish a thriving community at Perwadjyt, in the humid delta region of Lower Egypt, thus spreading their influence throughout the length of the sacred river. To support a population larger than that of a village, you must learn to use agriculture. Egyptian farmers have begun to exploit the rich, fertile soil deposited by the annual inundation of the Nile River for growing crops. The Nile can be hazardous, however. Many dangers lurk along its banks and in its waters, such as deadly crocodiles, hippopotamuses, and malaria-carrying mosquitoes.
Alright, this here we're Perwadjyt, and it's kind of telling us that we got crocodiles, hippos, and malaria mosquitoes. That's the only one we're really worried about is malaria mosquitoes right now. And also we're going to start farming the Nile. So floodplain and farming. Yeah, we're not building with that. Alright, as always, let's pause in the beginning and take a look around here. Looks like we got our Kingdom Road. It's telling us to probably build right here. Now, these are reeds. This right here are reeds. These are what tells you if you can have malaria on your map or not. So even if you're on the Nile, if you don't have reeds, you won't have malaria. So, and here's the hippos. Not going to be an issue. Alright, so, since we are farming on this one, we do not have hunting lodges like we've had before. I want to go ahead and plan out my location before we get started. I'm assuming we're going to have pottery in this. I'm not exactly sure. So we can actually start right off of this guy right here, I believe. That gives us enough space. Excuse me. I'm still getting over being sick. You don't ever want to like cluster yourself right up next to your Nile Delta if you can, because you want to have places for your granaries or clay pits and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started here. We are going to leave it pause here for a second while we get this built. We are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1 over. And then we will go down. Normally I'd go down 17. We'll go ahead and go down that far. And then build over. Let's see here. We're going to go 1, 2. And then 1, 2. Oh, should have went probably up 1 more on that one. That's just, I messed that one up too. Already messing up. It's already. So it's minor on this one, but there we go. We'll remove that. I did that for my entertainment. It'll make sense here shortly. So we do want to watch our money. We start with 8,000. We want to try not to go into debt. Let's see here. All right, housing come here. We're gonna have our farms come down, granaries. All right. Looks good. All right, let's start. We're gonna have our bazaars here. Always want to have a simple layout of how you're gonna do it. Think about things. And then 2. Yada yada. Awesome. No. Alright. Let's go ahead and get people moving in while we get our basic services up. Fire. Architect's post. And let's look at our gods as well. That's something we didn't do. We only have Osiris. Okay. So you don't ever really want to delay worshiping the gods, because the quicker you get the gods going, the more benefits you can get, which can greatly impact like your flood plain and your bonuses or war or whatever have you. So we want to go ahead and get going full tilt. See how they're kind of moving in weird. If I swear if they do this wrong, I will demolish it and redo it. Okay, so they're being good. They're being good. All right. A few other things we need. We cannot build an apothecary yet. It won't let us. That's weird, but we'll go ahead and put down our position. We're going to go 1, 2, 2. Put that right there. And, oh yeah. Roadblock. I just don't want to demolish that because I don't have money. I don't have any source of income yet. All right. We got all that there. We got that there. Let's put down a few more houses to get our population going. We don't quite need it yet. So start building your city along with some farms and work camps. So we did that. I think I'm going to have my city come down right here. And end up right there. Okay, so we're going to do that. And it says it wants us to play work camp. So that should be in food and farming, work camp. So work camps are amazing because they will soak up unemployment like you would not believe. So let's go ahead and roadblock. We don't want people walking out into our Nile Delta, so we want to take that into account. We'll put our work camp right there. Put another one right there. We'll use 2. So the work camp houses laborers. It takes 20 workers. And it cannot collapse, but it has a fire risk. But we're going to go ahead and do that. We have our bazaar. Not worry about that yet. And our granary. So I want my granaries close by, because the food will come in and come to my granaries. Since we are floodplain farming, I am going to build 2. Because you get a lot and then you don't get anything else for the whole year. So you want to make sure you have that. And then we will build. Still learning this area over here. Our firehouse and our architect's post. I will put one more roadblock right there just because I want them to walk this only. So they're putting at the start or the end. That way they'll walk this and come back, so I don't have to worry about that. That should be plenty short enough that they won't get too far and then turn around. The one thing we did not put down is police. Alright, employees are needed. Oh, we don't have water down yet. We'll go ahead and put our water right there. Alright, so farms, we have that down. We're going to build our fig farm. So you can see the darker the texture, the more fertile the farmland is. So we're going to go ahead and start towards the end. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go with 4 right now. And we will put just one more right there. All right. Build a few more houses. Our farms are going. It is July, so you can see here, we're going to flood soon, so we're probably not going to really get any food from that. We don't even have a bazaar to sell it yet. So, let's take a look while this is going. So Osiris is apathetic. Let's go ahead and build 1 shrine. It takes time to build up, but you can see nothing yet on that. Oh, I did it again. Jeez, I might have to change that if I keep making mistakes. Go, 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 my guys, before you flood. All right, so now it's telling us malaria. So you have to have an apothecary. Once again, that is only on missions where are they gonna make it? Oh, that's nice. They used to just disappear when in the other game. We're going to go ahead and put our apothecary right there. So we did get a little bit of food, but not really enough to start feeding our people, because it's not going to, it'd be enough for like 1 house. So we're not going to go ahead and build bazaars yet. Unfortunately, we will have to wait. Come on, Osiris. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit, because we are unfortunately just waiting on food. All right, that is receded. So you can see here really is it sends out one worker at a time. So the more work camps you have, the more workers it sends out at a time. But we only really need 2 right now. We only have 5 farms. All right. So what is our? We have 21% unemployed workforce. So let's go ahead. It's a little early for it, but let's go ahead and do our juggler school. And that was the wrong thing. Let's do our booth. Right there and right there. We will do our juggler school right over here. So he should walk this way to here, and he should walk this way to there. So you can see this one going. Oh, he's walking straight that way. While we're waiting on our food, let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. You can see the other one is walking right there, that way to the left and up. So, not needed yet, but we will need it here soon. I was a little late on getting these farms down, so I missed the planting season. Alright, they should be done here in a second. And let's see. Very nice. So we filled up one granary completely, and we're on to the second. So we're going to go ahead and pause there. So we will now build a bazaar. We're actually going to put 2 down, just due to the distance of this loot. It works better with 2. Because they can only carry, your workers can only carry so much to feed your people, and then they'll have to go back, so it can take time. So if you have a larger loop and less bazaars, your houses can de-evolve because they just won't always reach, say, this back corner or something like that. So there we go. Yep, so nearby building housing. Okay, well, it's evolving. There we go. People are moving in. What's wrong with you? Alright, we got more food going. You see our granary's emptied. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and pause and throw down just a couple more farms. For some reason, Osiris hasn't said anything yet. There we go. It's amiable. So we will go ahead and just throw down. We have plenty of... We already have 500 people, so we'll just go ahead and throw down another temple there. Alright, pottery. Okay, so pottery has to be built near water. It tells you 3 clay pits because you usually supply 4 potters. And always keep in mind the distance, that these clay pits will only send out 1 cart worker to push towards a pottery unit. So if you have them from a long way away, you might find yourself like being short. So let's go ahead and turn our speed back down. Let's plan this out. So we unlock storage yards, which is good. It's a little further from there, but we'll go ahead and put our storage yard right there. We're going to open it. See, they're all set to accept none because of the setting I have. That's up to you. We're going to tell it to accept all pottery. And then we are going to go to production, clay pit. 1, 2, 3. So these clay pits had to be placed near water. So you can see here, since this is relatively good, but you can't place it over here. And then we will place 4 potters. Which is too much, but it should be fine. Okay, it's just telling we can check on our here, which we've already looked at. That's number 3. So you can see we have a 10% unemployment. Thank you. So now that we got that second temple in, Osiris is really liking us. So better inundation, which means better food, which means we won't have empty granaries, hopefully. So since we do have a little bit of unemployed workforce, we will go ahead and throw down another work camp. This is by no means efficient line. It's just, it'll work in this mission. All right, we're going to store some pottery. We'll go ahead and do that so those guys will get to it. His desirability that was keeping him back is probably the fire house or something there. I don't have gardens or beautifications yet. Alright. We're waiting on our clay pits. More people are moving in. We still don't have food here, but our bazaars will store food. They're out, so houses will have food, and it'll tick down, as you can see. So just because you don't have any food here, but you typically will want your granaries and stuff to be stocked up. All right, beautification. A little late, better than never, but we'll go ahead and do that. And we will throw down some gardens. So they need pottery. Sincere devotion. They will harvest double. That's what we want. So next season, they will harvest double. And you can see it went all the way up to the shore instead of being over there. So that's why it's very important to keep Osiris happy. So there we go. We have a population. We've met that. We're just waiting on our homes to evolve here. So, yep, beautification on that one as well. Gardens along the backside here. Gardens. Go ahead and put some right there. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and finish. Just got to throw some more down. All right, superb. Your citizens are beginning to look at you as their caretaker. Neighboring cities also hail you as a provider in times of need. We have a culture rating of 10. That's because of our boosts and our apothecary position. We have no prosperity because we have no import-export. Kingdom rating 48. We meet our homesteads and our population. So, all right, guys, that was mission number 3, Perwadjyt, here on Pharaoh the New Era. I hope to see you here next time. Thanks for watching.